Then we we're
Mm.
starting.
Okay. So everybody, if you like to speak, please do. In the left corner, if you're not used to Zoom, there is a microphone that you can mute and unmute yourself. And if you forget to unmute yourself and you're noisy, Dorte will be so kind and mute you. So we have a nice recording. Okay. Yeah. So the joy of creation.
Yes.
What would you like to create? Anyone? So when Dorte, I can start a little here. So when Dorte and I meet, we start creating things we actually start laughing. And then talk comes up, and then suddenly we create things, like we create this Zoom, just from the joy of it. And we both like to create new stuff. I know Dorte just got into a thing where she would like to create some testimonial videos to talk about bars.
Yeah, a documentary actually. I'm doing with a girl on my age, where we will do it in Danish and then put English subtitles on, and so people that don't know Access could, see what it is about.
Okay, so how did that creation show up?
I really like editing because I had just finished a huge project on my school, so I miss editing things, and I was like, okay, what can I create so I can editing a lot of things. and then the documentary thing popped up, and I was like, oh, Amanda is the girl. Amanda, can you be a contribution to this creation and have these and these ideas? And then she actually got the same thought just some days before I asked her, and then I
weird.
Yeah, I know, magic. And then I bought a camera, and so now we are good to go, and we are starting the process very soon.
So this is like you have something that you would like.
Yeah.
And you choose to say, okay, how do I get it?
Yeah.
So what you actually did, you asked the question. So this is like where Access tools are very different. Instead of saying, I can never do this, or I must have this and this and this and this to do it, and I don't have that, so I can't do it.
Yeah.
We go like, how do I get this? Ask a question, and what do I be? So I would like to speak a little about being today, how we be, and how we create from being. But it's really your Zoom call. So the ones that are on here, you ask questions. What would you like to create? Dorte, is creating what she likes, just from that thought. And there's a little magic thing you do too. You do other things than asking questions. It's something with pulling energy.
Yeah.
And then suddenly she's thinking about the same thing, Oh, I would like to create with that energy. And whoopsie, you have people working with you, like on the Zoom. It's like, you ask a question, can we create something? Can we play? Actually, you said, can we play? And play becomes creation. Yeah. So what would you guys like to create? It's a quiet group. Okay. So anything that doesn't allow you to stand up, speak up, and be here with the joy of being part of this creation, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So how many of you, I can see, Claudia, have you done any access consciousness? And Dan? Is it Dan?
Yes, I've done several classes.
Yes. So you know the clearing statement that I just said, that weird words? Okay. So if I don't, please ask questions. If there's something I say that is weird, that you don't understand, please let me know. And I will explain it. So what would you like to create?
Hear me?
Yes.
Is Yvonne? Hi.
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 Can you maybe speak a little bit louder?
Yeah, I have to eat my mic.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. So there's different things I would like to. Is that it?
This says Access Goddess. I had to laugh. It's not you. I love it.
Oh yeah, the Access Goddess. Yeah. Wish it was me. Yeah, I want to create. It could be an easy life or joyful life, but also different products also to my business, to grow my business.
Okay.
So there's I don't know if it's different, but there's several things I would like to create.
Yeah. So easy life, joyful life. So this is the funny part, is that when you have joy and you live from that, things have a tendency to show up, because people just can't help being around you and giving you stuff and suggesting stuff to you because they want to be around you. So anything that doesn't allow you to be the joy you truly be, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So those products you would like to create, tell me more about them, please.
Yeah, it's more to get the ideas, I think. Sometimes I get ideas, but I'm very slowly in doing stuff. If I get an idea, it takes me weeks to think about it, or should I not? No, it's not a good idea. And sometimes I experience that other people have done it, and then I think, okay, all the others did it, so I don't. Yeah, then I lose the energy in it.
Yeah, like you get this great idea, and 2 weeks later, somebody else brings it out in the world.
Yeah.
Exactly. So how aware are you? Lull, or Megaton, about your surroundings?
If I'm aware, I'm not aware.
So there's a little tool here. So when we go to create or do anything, whatever makes us feel joyful or light in our bodies, or feel like we have so much ease around us, space, it's something that we call light. And it works for you when you have those sensations, or if sometimes you just know. If you're not a feeling person, you just know. I'm just like, I don't want to make you feel bad. If you don't feel. So, and if it's really heavy, it means that it's not working for you. You get in a bad mood, or you get frustrated, or just heavy in the body, or like you get contracted. It just means it doesn't work for you. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just explaining for everyone to know. So to use those tools when we ask these questions, I'm asking Yvonne right now to be aware what contracts. So please say something again.
It's like I get an idea, and then I put it on hold, and I love the tools light and heavy, but I don't use it immediately. It takes, I have this idea. I should also sense, okay, is it light or heavy? And then I put it on hold, and then it's doing 2 weeks or more.
And so, so who does this belong to, those ideas? Do they all belong to you, or do they belong to someone you are aware of with the idea?
Yeah, I don't know.
I know it's a really funny question, but I used to have this thing that you say, you know, I have this idea, I have this idea, I have this idea, I have this idea. And I kept talking about, oh, I'm going to do this. And I wasn't really choosing it because there was something that wasn't, it just went into my head and then it went out again. I couldn't remember it unless I wrote it down. And then one day I realized that that's also part of being aware of other people, is that you're also aware of all their great ideas. So I actually ask every time I'm like looking at creating something, or almost every time. So is this my creation, or is someone else's? Or am I aware of this, or is it mine? Yeah. So anything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive what truly is you and your creation, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, put and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Thank you for that one. Yeah. So, any other questions on that? Is it the same?
Oh, it feels lighter. Yeah. Yeah.
So what would you like to create now?
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yes, and there was another thing with those creation, because I know you create classes too, Yvonne. I seem to be extremely good at knowing exactly, like I do Access Foundation classes, and and then I would put a class down. It was like, oh, when does the class, it's going to work with the class here, yeah, there. And then Gary and Dane would show up with a foundation class when we got closer. On that day, yes, I was aware of a foundation class, but it wasn't mine. And so is it my class or someone else's class that's going to be this date? Because it could be extremely light. And it could be the same energy you're going to show people. Like with the bars, access bars. So
yeah, and it's also something about who can be a contribution to this creation, or who can I ask who can I ask to, show up for me to, so I could create this or whatever it is.
Yes, and you're very good at that, Dorte. Who can I talk to? Who would want to do this?
Yeah.
Yes, I love that about you.
Oh, thank you.
So who do you guys know that would like to create with you so it could be more fun? I mean, how much fun can you have when you create? I mean, we're not being very sad here. We're just creating a Zoom.
Sometimes I get very good ideas, and then in my head, yay, clever girl. Yeah. It's like I'm doing the whole thing. So after some hours, it's very boring. It's like I have already done that creation up here, but I don't get it out anywhere.
So is it your creation, or are you aware of someone else's?
Sometimes it's mine.
Okay, sometimes it's yours. So what keeps you from it? Excuse, it's noise in my background, Dorte.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that.
What keeps you holding on? Holding back? Well, holding on. So what are you holding on to that keeps you from creating?
Yeah. If I get an idea, it's like I can do this, and like I have done the creation already in my head, so it's not fun anymore.
Okay. Yes, yeah. So what do you like about stopping you?
That was the one I should say.
You got it. So everything that is,
Okay.
will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pun and park, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And how much fun do you have? Like starting, stopping, starting, stopping, starting, stopping.
Yeah.
And everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pun and park, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So think about creation now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you like to create?
A lot of things.
A lot of things.
Right now, I would like to create a garden shed, like a little house in the garden where I can go out and just sit connecting with everything I like to connect to.
Cool. So what keeps you from creating that?
Someone who want to dig up all the bushes that...
So who do you know that likes to dig in the in the ground and pull out bushes? Or who can you buy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think just popped up for me. It's oh, now it's gone. it'll be back.
So this ability.
I got it. Yeah. So how many excuses are you making to yourself or to others for not doing, being, and creating the things that you desire in your life? Everything that brought up times a gazillion, destroy and uncreate it all. Good and bad, right and wrong, put and pop, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
Thank you. Yeah. So maybe that's also something to talk about when we talk about creation. What do you really desire to create? We can all create something, but what do you desire to have in life? Yeah. And I desire to have joy. I like to have ease, and there's a distinction between ease and easy. Things can be easy, and when you think about them, they're really easy. So then when you get the idea, it's like it's really easy to have that idea, but you have to choose to create it and step forward 1 or 2 steps into it and say, okay, I'm going to do whatever that is. But if it was it had that easy come to you, and it was light when you chose it, then it'll come with ease, whatever you have to go through to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of choosing from lightness. And if you would like to create anything you desire, please look at what works for you with the question, what is this going to create for me? Is it heavy or light when you say it? You're looking at it, what is this going to create in my life? Or it could be, what if you like to grow bigger? I like to ask the question, what is going to create in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. It's fun speaking English here. We spoke Danish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you, Siri?
Yeah, I've been thinking about creating some floating bars and bodies where you are doing in hot water in the swimming pool or something. You're doing bars and body work in hot water.
Cool, I'll come.
Floating bars and bodies.
Anything, yeah. So
I think that would be really nice.
Yes. So you said you've been thinking about it.
Yeah, because
what will make you choose it? What is that? That thing.
The answer would be hot water nearby.
Okay, you need some hot water. So yeah, so that's a practical thing,
Yeah.
Who do I know that has like a who do I know who has contacts to maybe a, what do you call it, where you go swimming indoor? What's the word? You know what I mean, where you go in a indoor pool. But indoor pool, you know, where it's like hot water. Who do you know who has access to that? Can you rent a space for a while, and can you have floating mattresses? You know, just rent it for a day where there's nobody there. I know they, And what if you have that, like that weekly thing for 10 weeks that people could sign up for?
Yeah.
I think it's a cool idea. So yeah, okay. So there was a few ideas.
And maybe not doing it alone, because Rick plays, so you could do it maybe 10 people together and 10 floating bodies.
Yes, and you know, and what if it wasn't a bars class but a bars exchange? You know, how much fun can we
exactly.
sign up for 10 times or MTVSS and all the rest.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
That was an energy, but so anything that doesn't allow you to commit to you, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes, please.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pun and puck, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Cool. Hi, Nuna. Welcome. So, yeah. And we're talking about, Nuna, about what would you like to create if you like to play? Yeah.
Pia?
Yeah.
I remember hearing Glynis Hughes talk about that you also, when you have creations, and like Susanne said before, like that is stopping yourself, that it could also be that you genetical have done it all in your mind. You have just done it all.
Yeah.
So I think he suggested that you, when you know you're doing this, that you say stop before you have genetical done it all.
Yeah, it's like you paint the whole picture and then you don't sell it because it's already painted and it was in your head.
Yeah.
And then you don't have anything to sell, really.
Yeah.
Or you write the whole book. Like I will read a book. Just I will get the energy by buying the book. And so it has to be really, really interesting for me to read it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing but there was something about starting and stopping in Susanna's world.
Okay. Yeah.
But do you recognize this, Susanna, too? Yeah. So, okay. So everywhere you have decided, Susanna, that, no, not decided. Yeah. Decided and aligned and agreed with that life must stop when you have fulfilled your life task. Will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pun and puck, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. That was a fun one.
Yeah, it was.
So what is your life task?
I have no clue.
Anyone else? There is a life task here. What is that?
Enjoy life, have fun, do what you love to do.
Okay, you'll be busy. You gotta have everyone, because I'm like, I'll have everyone else be that too. Okay, I'll see you around in 2 million years.
When everybody is happy.
You know, the clue is create a life task that will not succeed. And you will always have something to do. So everything that brought up, will you destroy and create?
Yeah, I will.
Right and wrong, good and bad, fun and fuck, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. I'm being silly here. So this is creating with fun. There is nothing serious. And the ones who have been on our Danish Zooms, you will know that it's not serious. That is not how Dorte creates, not how I create. We actually stop as soon as we get serious. So everywhere you're stopping yourself from serious, will you destroy and uncreate all that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pun and pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And everywhere you're stopping yourself when it gets too much fun because fun is not allowed, will you destroy and uncreate all that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pun and pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So I want to say this in case somebody watches this later on. When I'm saying right and wrong, good and bad, pun and pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds, it's the X's clearing statement. And you can find more about it on www.theclearingstatement.com if you like to know more about it. Okay. So since we are putting this out for everyone to watch if they like later. So what else would you like to create?
So I just really want to share a story that what is the word? Experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, it's something today.
Experience. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So today those 4 weeks I'm on what's the words?
What's the Danish word?
Courses.
Oh, it's kind of like a class. Yeah.
It's a kind of exactly a class.
Yeah.
And just in the same building as where the class is, there's a place for people with mental problems. Mental problems. Young people. And the first day I was there was so intense, and I couldn't, be there with ease. And then I was like, okay, what else is possible? What questions can I ask here? What will be a contribution to this situation and to me? And then the next day, something popped up, and it was, okay, put on Dane Here's Being You book. I have it on audio on my phone, and I did this today. And when I put it on, the whole building was vibrating of possibilities, and I was almost crying because it was so beautiful to see how different it was, and it was just, there was so much peace in the building, and it was just so beautiful to see how the possibilities starting popping up, and the peace that people had. So
and you created that, and was it out loud or just on low on your phone?
Just on my phone. I was actually listening to it because it gave me joy, and it was fun for me. I like listening to that.
And look at that, what you said, joy. So I know Dr. Dane Here's energy and the Being You energy invites you, his energy invites you to be you. So everywhere you're not willing to be you, anywhere, in any situation, with no help, will you destroy and uncreate it all? No, you wouldn't. So you can have Dane. But it's a great idea. So if you get really stuck, there is. I'm not criticizing your daughter for it. I'm just suggesting that maybe you are being it, the peace in the building.
Yeah. I'm
when you put that in the ear, he invites you to be you. So,
and it was just the invitation that I was willing to be for the others to choose something different. That was beautiful. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so everything that doesn't allow you to acknowledge what a big change you all are when you choose to show up as you, will you destroy and uncreate it all.
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And what is it to be you? I know we're talking about creation, but that's, you ask me questions if you like to know more about creations. But this is turning out to be, what would you like to, about a little more about being you. So what does being you mean to you? So, okay, I'll start.
Yeah.
So, being me means that that I have this inner joy, that I can laugh in any situation, actually, no matter how sad it is to everyone else if it's not mine. But I will just do it inside and be polite. But I would have this inner joy in everything I do. That is being me. And it's so much ease when I choose it. And I say choose it. Because I have not been choosing it a lot in my life. So I chose to become a Being You facilitator in March. Which is just assisting people to be more of them by asking questions. But the thing is, I did it for me. I did it to be all of me. And I actually found out that I met me. It was amazing. So what are you being when you are being you? What feeling, what sensation, what situation are you in where you're like, oh, this is peaceful, this is home? Hello.
Oh, that's a girl. Hi.
Yes, he's got to be on these Zooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyone? What does being you mean to you?
For me, being you means don't stop yourself, and don't let other people's points of views about them or you stop you from doing what you like to do.
Yes. So everywhere you're stopping you from other people's point of views, or from your upraising, from the society you live in. Yeah, friends, everyone. Will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And what have you made so vital, valuable, and real about fitting in? That you can never be you. And everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Oh, it's almost sad to mute her because he was being her.
Sorry.
No, doesn't worry. Don't worry.
Okay.
She was being her.
Yeah, I know.
So, did you all get that? Did you get that energy when the microphone was on? See, can we put Siri back on?
Yeah, sure.
Because when she's
yeah, she's on.
Yeah. So there's someone being her. Yeah.
Hi.
She's asking, who are you saying hi to? Yes. So are you willing to be any face that is required to make everyone else smile, even the black screens? I mean, it takes a lot. Yeah, you got to hide a little too. Because that also works. So who's hiding in the black screens? I mean, who's hiding on the phones? So everywhere you're not willing to come out of hiding to be you, so you can create your life. Will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And this is the funny part. Yeah, muting again. Yeah. So now she had enough of us. Bye bye. What else can I use mom for now? And this is this is the creation that you just create as a kid. You're willing to create anything. You're really willing to do anything to get the attention. So when did you stop being that kid that was willing to play, demand, and manipulate so you could create a greater world? So anything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive all of that will destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Oh, hi. There was something in the chat. It was a hi. Yeah. So what else would you like to talk about? Because we can just play. It is the playground. It is the funniest playground.
Yeah.
You know that game where you have to be quiet?
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're playing that game.
Hide and seek.
Yeah.
No, remember when I was a kid when my parents would say, it's time to play the quiet game. I mean, everybody had to be quiet and see how long they could keep quiet, and it was their time to get a break, and it lasted 2 seconds, because we all knew that they just wanted us to shut up.
Yeah, they did that on my school as well. When I was smaller, they were like, we have to sit still and be quiet for 5 minutes. And when they said, okay, we are starting from now on, I was like crying, laughing at the same time because it was so much fun. So
yeah.
So I lost the game. Sorry.
Yes,
it was all the time.
One way to, and that's the thing is like you can lose and you can win. Yeah, you can lose and you can win, and who cares?
Yeah,
it's like if it doesn't work, and it did work. That's the funny part. You lose and it works for you. So everything is the opposite of what it appears to be, and nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. This is like a crazy statement that we talk about in Access Consciousness. Is like some of our worlds are kind of opposite from other people's worlds, where they believe that they must do what they're told, and some of us kind of have a tendency that we would really like to cheat a little there. Or we just can't hold back when we're told to not do something. Like if somebody tells me that it's a secret, it just has to come out, So, what's your secret? Tell me, I'll let it out. Okay, don't tell me. So yeah, so what were you not allowed to do as a kid, so you now have to keep being serious for the rest of your life?
Oh God.
Everything that is will you destroy and uncreate it all.
Yeah,
I'm good and bad, pot and pork, all nine shorts, boys, to be honest. Did you say God? Does he has anything to do with this?
No, no, it was.
Yes, I think it's funny because a lot of people in the area where I live are very religious.
Yeah.
Yes, and a lot of what you cannot do comes from religion here in this area. And most of it doesn't really have to do anything with religion. It's like a culture.
Yeah, it's just a thing you do.
Yeah, they have decided that this is how it is, and they kind of gather it with the religion. Like some people have it, you cannot drink, and you cannot play cards, and both things people tend to laugh when they do. So you can, and if you laugh, you can't laugh too much. You can't stand up in church and sing. You must sit down and be serious when you sing too. And all those things are like, they are people made, and it's creations to limit joy. That's how I see it anyway. To limit joy, and the joy is creation. So everywhere you have been exposed to that or been the creator of that, will you destroy and uncreate all that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Yeah. So there's a few things in the chat that keeps coming. Oh, yeah. The secrets, yeah. So there is also a funny thing. I heard Dr. Dane here talk about at one time that he had this really, really big secret. It was so nasty, he could not tell anyone, and he didn't want to tell his best friend. And he's like, I'm going to tell my best friend, but you're not going to like me afterwards. It's going to be terrible. It's the worst secret. And he like kind of went up and up and up. I don't know if anyone, you have that, when you're like really scared of saying a secret. And when he said it, it was like, oh, that's all? and usually that's what it is. It's like a monkey mind that keeps going. And with all the inputs we get from the outside about how you should be, what you cannot be, you suddenly decide that this is a huge, huge secret. And that if you tell it, the whole world is going to explode. Everybody's going to hate you because of the explosion. And really, it was only you who was involved in it. So everywhere you have created an explosive secret and lit it, and now trying to push out the fire so nobody will see it, will you destroy and uncreate all that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
And in how many lifetimes have we been forced to have secrets because we maybe was kind of magics and it was not allowed to be it, and we couldn't tell anybody around it or about it?
Yeah. And so everything that is, will you destroy and create it all?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And I just got a picture of them, something, when you said that in lifetimes and we keep secrets. I just see, so I took an education as a nurse. And so I worked in that system for a long time, and doctors and nurses and general systems, they don't really tell their patients what's really going on, because they have this code of silence. And so it's part of the role that you must keep the information like private, and it becomes so private that the guy that's sick almost can't get it. So everywhere that you have been part of keeping that secret, that silent, that quiet, so that nothing better can be created in the world, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right
Yeah.
and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. It may not seem like we're talking about creation, but we actually are. It's just a very deep level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to think, we only have 10 minutes before the Zoom is finished. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do any of you have any more questions or funny things to say?
Yay!
Yay!
I'm ready. Secrets.
Secrets, yeah.
Okay, you can tell a lie too. Who can tell the best lie?
Come on, tell it.
We're talking about creation here. Well, the thing is with secrets and lies, I am practicing to see if I can get to lie. Did I lie well enough about that? So yeah. Anyone questions? No. So what comes up also is a manipulation. So are you willing to manipulate people to create a greater reality for you? A greater reality for everyone? Yeah. So anything? Yeah, and I'll talk a little about that. So manipulation before that. So the kind of manipulation I talk about is where what everyone gains. Like if you are manipulating somebody, they kind of come out like, whoa, and you come out, yay, I got what I wanted too. That's the manipulation I'm talking about. And that was the original meaning of the word. And then who knows? It could be the church that manipulated people to think the manipulation was bad, or it could be something else, but a culture thing. Somebody who wants to dominate and not have people be so bright as we can be. Yeah, and so what, does anyone have anything they don't like about me talking about manipulation?
I love to manipulate. We have done it very much. To those who don't know, I'm the mom to Dorte. And she has cerebral palsy. And often when she was smaller, at the hospital or the community, if we should have any kind of help for Dorte, it was like, no, it's not possible. They said, oh, we know that you are so busy, and we know that it's a really tough time for you, but we wonder if this really could be possible. And then, yeah, okay, let's look at it. And we got everything we wanted to Dorte. Yeah. So manipulation can be a very good thing.
Yes, and they were really happy to know that they are working hard and that you're acknowledging their work.
Exactly.
Yeah? So that is also manipulation, and it's a lot. You can practice it a lot with kids, I would say. They are willing to manipulate. Like that little girl, she manipulated her mom off the Zoom to go to bed. Yeah. I mean,
I think she wrote bye in the chat.
Yes, I know. But she's like, Mom, I want the time with you now. It's bedtime. It's bedtime. It's bedtime. And so it's a win-win because Mom wants to be a good mom, and the kids want the attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's something in the chat. Let's see here. Yeah, manipulate is to move. Cool. Thank you for that one. To move things on, and it's just what direction you move it in. Yeah.
So everywhere where you are not willing to manipulate, it's gone. The word
control. Say it.
So
because it's there.
Yeah, I know it is. So everywhere where you are not willing to manipulate people get what you would like to and to create what you would like to, can we destroy and uncreate it all? Sounds like a gazillion.
Yes.
Good and bad, bad and wrong, put and poke, all night shorts, boys and beyonds.
Yeah. So what creation can you have if you're willing to manipulate everyone and everything?
Yeah, and no, and
Greater. Anything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, put and poke, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Yeah. Dorte?
and no one can. The only people that can choose to be manipulated is the people that I manipulate are being manipulated.
Yes.
Oh, that was a
Yeah.
tough one. Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, you're manipulating the words.
yeah. It's,
So yeah, but that is so true. That nobody can manipulate you if you're not choosing to be manipulated.
exactly.
Nobody can make you so do anything if you're not choosing to let them do that to you. So everywhere you have believed that anyone is stopping your creation, when it's really you choosing that, really destroy and uncreate it all.
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. It's like, play with this. Next week we have another one, and it's about receiving money. Another Zoom, same time next week.
It's
Wednesday.
17th, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we have different time. Sorry, we'll put the link in the event here to the other.
But what do you? I
Yeah,
thought I thought you talked about the dates.
No.
Okay.
I talked about the Zoom we have on the 17th. Yeah, next week.
Yeah. Okay.
Next week.
Cool.
Yeah, and it's the same time. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about wealth and receiving, and money, receiving money. Maybe you're willing to create that.
And isn't it on the same event as this one?
Actually, yes, I think we did. Oh, even better. We'll just put a new link in, Zoom link in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Really organized creation. We're just playing with it. What can we do? Should we put something in here? And if you like something, if you could, like, in the Facebook group during the week, if there's something you would like us to talk about, if you don't want to come on here and say it, please write it in there, and or chat, and we'll answer you during the week or by asking questions, because most of our answers are questions. And play with the questions. What would it create? What is this choice going to create for me? How would I like to create my life? And how about commitment? Would you commit to creating your life?
And how much fun can we have with those tools and with creating our lives?
Yeah, exactly. So if there's not any more questions, we'll say goodnight. And thank you.
Thank you so much for joining. It was so much fun.
And whoa, I'm looking at Access Goddess all evening. So
yeah, me too.
It's a real goddess name, yeah.
Yeah.
Great name.
I wonder who it is.
It's a goddess.
I know. It's awesome.
So we'll have fun with that. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Next time with Queen, we'll see the goddess next time. I love it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Have fun next week. Create. Are you going to stop the recording, Dorte?
Yes, I'm doing it now.
Cool.